I felt like I was part of the church family in a stronger way.
It gives me a feeling that I'm closer to my church family.
Let's see, when I'm doing Partners in Prayer, I'm probably most of the time pulling out my names from my Bible in the morning. And that's typically when I have my prayer times. But as the year goes on and you remember who they are and you think about it during the day, you think about it while you're in your car. Maybe if I know they have kids and something's going on with my kids, it spurs me to pray for them that way. So it is throughout the day, but it's specifically in the mornings.
Remember that the Lord is standing there with his arms open wide, wanting us to come to him. He wants us to come to him and develop a one-on-one relationship where prayer that's what that's all about. That is what will fulfill the desire that he has for us in the relationship that we have. And I promise you that if you have that relationship will grow, and this is a part of that.
Yeah, I think it's a sticking point for a lot of people to not want to do it because you don't know the people and you don't feel invested that way. I would pray for the families just in the way that, for my own family, that I would want for us to be prayed for, or for myself, for God to be with me, to comfort me when things were hard, to be blessed in times of health and sickness. Those things, they seem kind of aerial view, but they're so important.
Well, what we will have in the sign-up is we will have email addresses. So we can contact each person with an email and tell them, we're praying for you. Now we just want to introduce ourselves and let you know that we're here in case you have any specific needs. And that is very, very important this year, because we haven't done that in the past. Now, this new system with Partners in Prayer gives them the opportunity to come directly to us and say, yes, I need you to pray for my son because he's having a difficult time in school or whatever.
So Partners in Prayer had many stories, but one specifically was when my kids were little and I worked at the church. I happened to know that Luke Gordon and his family were praying for my family, so that's just preface. We were all standing in the office talking about our kids' first days of school, which had happened the day before, and I said, hey, it's funny, Race actually had the best day ever. And that was odd because Race didn't love school. He would never have described going to school or anything about the first day back to school as the best day ever. But he had said that the night before. And I told Luke and some other people that, and Luke said, hey, that's really funny because Caleb specifically prayed that Race would have the best day ever. And so we laughed, and I thought it was so cool for God to answer that prayer. But even better than that, I went home and told Race, hey, Caleb is actually praying for you, and he prayed for you to have the best day ever. He was about 8 or 9, and he said, I guess Caleb is one of the nicest people I know. God is nice, and he really does answer prayers.
And that's why I'm coming to the whole church and reaching out to get as many partners in prayer as we can, because we're growing, and we want to take care of everybody.
A lot of people don't know how. They feel like they don't know how to pray. It feels intimidating. It's God's just asking us to lift up that name to him. He is doing the work. And so I think it's an easy way to bolster your prayer life, because you're given the names and you can pray scripture over them, pray one verse over them. Something's better than nothing, and you'll benefit from it. And you can't really go wrong if you don't do it. People have said they feel really guilty, and I did too, but then you just get back into it. God knows we're not going to be perfect.
This is one that they can do on their own, and they can pick the time, and they can do it. They don't have to go anywhere to do it. They can do it in their bedroom. You don't have to drive anywhere. You don't have to fill out a report. You just go to the Lord in your normal way, and you talk with him about it.